Because bullet journaling, first and foremost, has to serve you and make your life easier. If it's making your life harder or it's introducing stress into your life, then that is an opportunity to change it up, mama. That means something's going wrong. Yes, there's going to be a little bit of effort, but for me, that little bit of effort is 5 minutes of doing this. That's fine. If that little bit of effort were 30 minutes or, God forbid, an hour or two, the way I see some of these Insta bitches, like, no, I'm good on that. I got shit to do. If I want to make it real pretty in color, I'll do that later when I have time. But right now, I just need a place to write down, I took my fiber today, or whatever. Are you new to bullet journaling and you're looking for a really simple, stress-free approach to weekly spreads? Maybe you've been bullet journaling for a minute now and you're ready to switch it up a bit. Or maybe, just maybe, you're a lazy little piece of shit and you want to be able to do your weekly spread in under 5 minutes while toasted as a bagel. Well, guess what? If you were looking for the answers to any of those questions, you've come to the right place. My name is Jordy, and this is the Ritual Cure YouTube channel, a place where I do vlogs about art, magic, bullet journaling, lifestyle, house plants, all kinds of different things. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about bullet journaling, specifically my approach to weekly spreads in my bullet journal. Let's get started. So first things first, if you're new to bullet journaling or maybe you've heard of it but you don't really know how it works, then head on down to the description of this video. I've got some links posted there and one of them will take you to a video that explains what bullet journaling is. I'm going to be showing you how I do my weekly spread. If you're still with me at this point, you probably know what a weekly spread is. It's basically the way you lay out the days of the week in your bullet journal and the way you organize them. There's also monthly spreads where you obviously look at the month as a whole and then even 6-month spreads. But this bitch is like flying by the seat of her pants at all times. So if I can schedule day to day, that's already pretty good. Month to month, it's a lot of forethought. I'm going to show you some footage of me actually setting up my spread. Literally takes less than 5 minutes. And I'll share a little bit of my philosophy while that footage plays and kind of give you a little step-by-step. It's not hard. It's not complicated. Trust me. And then after that, I'm going to show you guys some examples of old entries that I filled out using this approach so that you can see what they look like. All right. Without further ado, let's get started. So we've arrived at the whole point of this video, the meat of the video, if you will. And unfortunately, this is likely going to be the section that has the poorest quality in terms of audio. So I'm so sorry about that. I hope that the audio is bearable and know that I am working on it. It is stupid easy to do this setup, guys. I can tell you right now, before the footage is even done playing, the first step is to divide the left page into 7 parts for the 7 days of the week. The second step is to divide the right page into 4 parts. So here on the left page, I'm going back and adding in the days of the week. And then on the right page, this is how I use those 4 sections. I have 2 sections that are lists. One of those is short-term, stuff like groceries. And then one of those is long-term, things that, like ideas I have, but they're not necessarily time-bound or time-sensitive. And then the third quadrant, I always have a water tracker. One of the best ways bullet journaling has helped me in my life is to keep me hydrated. So I always have a water tracker. And that leaves one other space. And you can put another tracker there. You could put a quote there. You could put a picture or another scrapbooking element there, like stickers. You could leave it blank and doodle in it. Really, it's sky's the limit when it comes to how you approach this setup because it's so simple and flexible. So while I finish it up, and right here you can see I'm drawing sort of a leaf-shaped water tracker. While I finish this up, I'll tell you a little bit about how I made this spread. When I started bullet journaling, I used to set aside anywhere from 30 minutes to a couple hours to do a weekly spread. And I would see these really cool, elaborate weekly spread themes online. Harry Potter, The Avengers, type 1 diabetes, crippling depression, like all these cool, quirky themes with like colors and designs and whatever. That's really cute, but it takes for fucking ever and I don't have time. I needed to be able to crank this weekly spread out in under 5 minutes and then be good to go for the next 7 days. And then if I wanted to, which I usually do want to, I can go back after the week is over and add color and flair and doodles and designs. So I've now kind of reached the best of both worlds where I'm able to get a functional spread very quickly and have it serve my purposes. And then later I can choose to jazz it up with markers or glitter gel or whatever you like. Okay, so here we have the finished product. As you can see, it's very plain, easy to read, easy to keep track of. It took less than 5 minutes to set this up, and this was even with like a small design element. This water tracker could have been just a fucking pie chart. So I did a water tracker, a meal tracker, 2 spaces for lists, long-term, short-term. And then my habit tracker, I actually am using a different approach to habit tracking nowadays that looks like this. I make one big habit tracker for the whole month. Okay, so this is a weekly spread from a while ago. Let's see, do I have the date on here somewhere? Yeah, in June. So this is an old spread. In fact, it feels like a lot longer than 6 months ago because 2020 has just been a never-ending hellscape. Whatever. Listen. This is not going to win any beauty awards, and it's not something that I would like show off in terms of its aesthetics. I just want to show you what it can look like after a week has passed. On this side, I've got my days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. They're kind of all over the place. On this side, I've got basically 4 sections. This is like a habit tracker, and this is for habits that you either do or don't do. It's like a yes or no. Did I do it that day or not? So I've got like, for instance, medicine. Did I take my medicine today? Yes, fill in the blank. Did I read today? No. Oh, not today either. Oh, not today. Okay, well, we don't have to look at that. So yeah, that's what this looks like. And like I said, it's sloppy, simple, much like myself. And it works for me. Now you might be thinking, well, what about all the color and the little doodles and intricacy, whatever? That came after the fact. So I did this entry and it was just black and white. And then after the week was over and I wanted to unwind, knowing me, I probably turned on some Rick and Morty, packed a big fat bowl, got high as a kite, and colored and doodled while watching cartoons. So that way, altogether, I was able to have the functionality of the spread and have it made very quickly and simply and without any stress, and then working that through the week so it's serving its function, and then later I can go back and color in it, doodle in it. So we get the function first and foremost, and then the form later. Here's one. So in fact, you can tell that I colored this after the fact because the color makes these entries hard to read. So I would have only colored over this after I was done with the week. This is a weekly spread that, okay, this page looks really cool to me, and this page is like a sloppy mess. But yeah, this is another one where I had my days of the week on this side, my lists on this side. In fact, this is just one big list, it looks like, and then a habit tracker and a water tracker. Here's one that I thought was pretty sweet as well. And this is an interesting example now that I'm looking at it because this side didn't even have the days of the week. So at this point in my life, I was so busy or possibly so not busy. Basically, I didn't need to be tracking things Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever, but I did need a space to have like a grocery list. And I did need a place to put random ideas, and I still wanted to keep track of water, which didn't do so hot Monday through Thursday for this week. And I still wanted a place to keep track of like taking my medicine, practicing my guitar, piano, whatever. Real quick, I do want to point out some ways that this could be customized to suit your needs. Once again, you can change how you have the days laid out, or if you have days at all. Like I said on this one, I don't have days. I just have blank space that later got filled in with the grocery list and doodles. But then same over here. I had trackers going on, but I didn't need a day-to-day, so this later just became a big weird high doodle. This week actually does have the days, but I hardly filled any of them out. So once again, I just doodled over it. This entry has the days laid out like this, and as you can see, they actually do have entries underneath them. I just think that this is so versatile, and there's so many different ways to approach it. And what I really hope is that some of you guys watch this and either try it out yourself or show me the ways that you customized it to suit your need. All right, guys, that is all for today. I hope that this video about my low-key approach to weekly spreads and bullet journaling is something that added some value to your life, or at the very least, made you laugh or gave you an excuse to not think for 5 minutes. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, requests, predictions, omens, anything you want to share, please feel free to let me know in the comments or shoot me a DM. You can also find me on Instagram at ritual_cure and at ritual_cure_art. So Ritual Cure is like my main account, and then Ritual Cure Art is for juggling, obviously. No, it's for art. But thank you guys again. I'll see you next time. Bye.